Hello and welcome to another episode of With Enough Prep Time. My name is the Nerd Man, and I'm your host today. And yeah, some very, very exciting news and really bizarre. Don't know what to make of it yet, but I guess we're all going to talk about it today and see what the fuck is going on, because the never-ending saga of the Snyder Cut and what is happening with it, it just keeps continuing. So I think best thing is best. We're going to react to this together. New interview by our man himself, Henry Cavill, stating that he ain't part of the Snyder Cut reshoots. And then I'm going to react and tell you what I think about this interview. And yeah, I mean, it's bizarre. To me, this one's really bizarre. So let's have a look.
I put on Twitter I was going to talk to you, and there's a ton of people that wanted to know, are you involved at all in the Snyder Cut? Are you shooting anything additional for that?
Not shooting anything additional, no. It's all stuff that has been already done. Obviously, I don't know how things are going to be, how things are going to evolve and change and adapt depending on now a different length of movie, obviously, and whatever may happen in post-production. Whatever lessons may be learned from, 4 years since Justice League came out?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like 4 years worth of fan reaction. And so, yeah, but
wow.
It's, for me, I'm now just watching the party.
The black suit looked amazing. Cannot wait to see the new cut.
Wow.
And always a pleasure to talk to you.
Steve, always a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you in person again, hopefully soon. Cheers.
Wow. You know, one of the most interesting parts of that, also, by the way, if you're watching, do give me a high five. Do smash that like button. If you like the content, you know, you can wait till the end of the video, obviously. But if you like the content, then do think about subscribing, supporting the channel. It does help me create new content. And gives me the ability to get some feedback and just talk to you guys. Love the comments as well. The comments are always my favorite part of interacting with everyone. But that is a hell of an interview. I mean, really. First of all, I what he's really saying, and I love what he's saying here. In a sly way, Henry Cavill is basically saying, look, this film is still in the process of being made, because he's saying, what will Snyder learn from the 4 years or so of feedback that he's got, right? So basically, he's actually got feedback. Let me make sure my mic isn't muted. I hope not. I'm just going to make sure my mic isn't muted, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, good. Yeah, so that is really strange. He's basically saying, you know, that Snyder does have time to look at all the feedback and create a better movie than what was initially made. He's not saying that literally Snyder is just going to bring out the vision that he had before. He's actually slyly... I have to rate Henry Cavill for this. I've always liked the guy personally. I do hope he stays in the DCEU somehow. I don't necessarily think it's his time again to be Superman. I think they need to go with a younger Superman, someone around Patterson's age, and put him in a metropolis in Patterson's universe. But again, I've always said this. I would love to see Henry Cavill reprise his role as the Dark Superman in the Injustice in an Injustice adaptation and a Red Sun movie. So let him do the graphic novel Superman movies once we have a new Superman movie out of the way, like a Superman reboot, where you have a younger Superman. So you have the main one, and then finally you can have them face off in a kind of multiverse kind of thing, where, you know, Batman has to defeat the evil Superman, so he comes across to our universe, to a new universe, to get the younger Superman to face off against Cavill. And I think if you told and approach Cavill with that as an idea, like that's what the project, you know, you say, yeah, that's what we're planning to, that's what we're leading up to. So he knows that, hey, you know, I didn't just get betrayed, I didn't just get left on the cutting room floor, that you know, Cavill will in fact be down for that. Like, he'd be down. I think Red Son is one of his favorite comics as well. I know that he's mentioned that in past. So I really think that would be a no-brainer if you actually say, look, this is what we plan to do, but we just need to put one or two, like one Superman movie in between, you know, where we get a mainstream Superman, and then we roll with that. But about this, I really like, as I said, it's really clever the way he said this, and the way he's, you know, the way he's worded what he said, because he's like, you know, basically Snyder's making a new movie. That's basically what he's telling us. Snyder is straight up making a new movie, and he knows it, and he ain't part of the Snyder cult. So he ain't gonna, like, you know, pretend or try and, you know, you know, sugarcoat like what is happening. He knows for a fact. And here's my thing: I don't think Henry Cavill or Gal Gadot like the Snyder Cut very much. I don't think, you know, I think Henry Cavill was probably more supportive because he had a really positive role in the Joss Whedon cut. And added to that, on top of that, not only did he have a more positive role, people came out loving Henry Cavill's Superman after the Snyder Cut. Absolutely fucking loving Henry Cavill's Superman after the Joss Whedon cut. It was the Joss Whedon cut that made it so people were calling and clamoring for a Man of Steel 2. They wanted the Joss Whedon Superman again. So I'm going to play that again just to go over, and I'm going to stop where he says stuff.
I put on Twitter I was going to talk to you, and there's a ton of people that wanted to know, are you involved at all in the Snyder Cut? Are you shooting anything additional for that?
Not shooting anything additional. No, it's all stuff that has been already done. Obviously, I don't know how things are going to be, how things are going to evolve and change and adapt depending on.
Right. So here we go. I even said in an earlier video, you know, he's saying how things are going to change and adapt, what they're going to be doing to the film to make it better, to appeal to fans more. And I think one of the things he's going to be doing is adding more dark side, you know, on these reshoots, doing more Green Lantern, and doing, you know, adding, you know, so adding that Martian Manhunter, which was a fan theory before Snyder ever mentioned about Harry Lennox being a Manhunter. That was a fan theory since Man of Steel. I think he's gone online, gone, ooh, I know the fans would like that, so let me put in Manhunter as well. So this was not an idea of Zack Snyder. This was not like something that he was thinking like from early on. It really doesn't make sense that Harry Lennox is Martian Manhunter. To let's all be like, keep it 100% true. He's not our Martian Manhunter type. He's not a good actor for it. I don't think he's a really, he doesn't give me off a vibe of Martian Manhunter at all. I think he's too old to be Martian Manhunter. It's just a fan theory that he's just run with and thought, oh yeah, the fans are going to really love that because we really love Martian Manhunter. But Martian Manhunter is supposed to be a police officer. Martian Manhunter would not have stood by while the Earth was, you know, under attack like that, and just stood by and done nothing. That's not how Martian Manhunter rolls. You know, he would have been part of that fight in Man of Steel, or, you know, part of the fight in Justice League. It just doesn't make any sense. So there we go. There's that basically. about the reshoots, where he's basically said, you know, hey, Snyder's making a new movie, guys. He's adapting to what fans actually want. And then there's the other thing, which I think is really, really interesting now about what he's saying is, well, I'm not coming back. Why is Henry Cavill not coming back? Why is he so bold to just say that? Has he even heard that there's been reshoots and there's been a 70 million order? Because that's what Warner Brothers has recently done. They've ordered 70 million in reshoots. So Warner allegations. So yeah, they've ordered 70 million in reshoots. And that's apparently what's happened. And this does go along with what a studio exec at AT&T actually said when he was asked about the cost of how much it was going to cost to make the Snyder Cut. And he was asked, oh, is it going to be 30 million? He laughed it off and said, I wish it was going to be 30 million. So this thing is going to be upwards of 100 million in terms of how much it's going to cost to actually make this movie. So no, it's not going to be just a 30 million movie. It probably isn't going to be a 70 million movie. And my contention is, I don't think Henry Cavill or Gal Gadot are going to come back for this shoot. One, he's not getting a Superman movie. Clearly, Henry Cavill isn't happy that he isn't getting a Superman movie, or he isn't getting paid what he thinks he deserves for a Superman movie. Here is where I disagree with Cavill. I don't think he deserves extra money. He failed 3 times in his movies. He should take what he can get for a Superman movie. He's not. Well, he's getting up there now. He's starting to make waves with The Witcher, especially. And the Mission Impossible movie, and the Enola Holmes. He's getting work. I mean, the guy's getting a lot of work right now. So maybe now he could say that I want to get paid more. But at the time he was asking to be paid more for a Superman sequel, when they were asking him to be in cameos for Shazam and all of this kind of thing, at the time when he was being asked to be paid more, he wasn't worth it. Let's be fair. He was not worth it. Right now, he's worth it. He's an established name. So I don't know if he's worth what he's asking for, but he's certainly worth being paid more than he was paid in Man of Steel. So I can give him that now. But back then, when he was asking for more money, I don't think he was worth it. So, you know, if he does play Superman, I think, again, he should be getting paid a little bit more. I have not particularly warmed to his versions of Superman. I'm going to be honest here. But I've always liked the guy, and I thought he's very charismatic. And I do agree with some people where they say that a lot of the reason for why his Superman isn't good is because of the direction that Zack Snyder took. That is very true. However, some of it I feel was his acting, but his acting is improving all the time, and now I would give him another chance as Superman in a Man of Steel sequel. I think his take, the Josh Whedon take, which everyone loves, by the way, it's Josh Whedon's take, not Zack Snyder's take that everyone loves, of Henry Cavill. That last 10 minutes of the Josh Whedon cut, you know, where he starts talking about truth, justice, and the American way. That, for me, was a little bit too cartoonish. And I guess it rubbed me the wrong way because he was so OP in this movie. And I was just like, what is this? This is just a cartoon, like a Bugs Bunny cartoon character. He's just not got no weaknesses, anything like that. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. And I didn't like it, the characterization, to be honest. I thought it was too much. It went from 100 to 200, like just it was a complete and utter, change up of how he was acting. But anyway, back to reshoot, and I didn't like that. But back to reshoots. Given that everyone liked the Josh Whedon take, and probably Henry Cavill was really happy for once with how his Superman was acting, that he was the hopeful Superman, that he was the leader of the pack, that he was the alpha male in the film. The whole film hinged on his return and him being the hero who saves the day. And he was, you know, for want of a better word, the cartoon Superman, right? And people responded to it. People were like, even people who hated him in BVS, which was a lot of people, who were like saying, no, not interested in Henry Cavill's Superman anymore, saw Josh Whedon's cut and said, oh, that's my Superman. They were like, that is my Superman. That is the Superman that I want. And they basically, you know, wanted Cavill back now as Superman, even the people who were like dead against it. So I can understand, why would he want to be back to play Zack Snyder's dark Superman? How would that help him? Coming back to film some more dark, you know, depressing Superman. And I think he's even hinting like maybe he'd be interested if that was changed. And this makes me think, because I was thinking about Gal Gadot now. I don't think Gal Gadot's going to come back either, because that disrespect that they showed her in that film, when you know, Flash is falling on her boobs, Aquaman is commenting on her looks, and she's getting beat the shit out of by Superman. Like she isn't even like one of the strongest members of the Justice League. You know, she's on Aquaman's level. You know, that complete disrespect that was shown to her during that fight with Superman. I think that probably rubbed her the wrong way, and I don't think she will be back for reshoots. I think she'll do a Henry Cavill. I'm too big for this. Either you pay me, you know, 60 million or however much her fee is, which is a lot now, or get lost. Really, I have no interest in helping you make Wonder Woman a shitty character. I really think that's how Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot probably think. And Gal Gadot, again, even in the Josh Whedon cut, I can imagine, because he knew about the success of the film, he made more of a big deal of Wonder Woman than Zack Snyder did. So Zack Snyder was actually making Wonder Woman a less good character, and I know for a fact the you know, you see in his version, and this is all Zack Snyder manipulation. I love it. He's a great manipulator. All Zack Snyder manipulation in the trailer of the Snyder Cut, where you see that where you see that Wonder Woman has saved the girls from where you see that the basically Wonder Woman has saved the bank. Basically, I'll even show you up here. It's a good scene. It's a great scene from the Snyder Cut trailer. But I am pretty sure. Okay, I'm just getting it up now. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's a really great shot and it's a really great scene. But I know for a fact that this is bullshit. So I'm going to explain to you why I don't think Gal Gadot would probably have any interest in coming back either. But he's basically, here's what happened. So you're going to see this scene where Wonder Woman smiles at the little girl because she, you know, after she's just saved the bank. In Zack Snyder's version of this movie, and I'll show you again proof of this. In Zack Snyder's version of the movie, Wonder Woman doesn't save the bank. Wonder Woman actually has the bank blows up in Zack Snyder's version. So everyone is killed in the bank, even though Wonder Woman is trying to save the bank, right? Hopefully we'll be able to define the scene exactly for you. I think it's trailer 2, the Zack Snyder trailer. Can you see this? See if we've got it. Okay, that's when they were trying to make it more lighthearted, right? There was one trailer. Trying to remember if I can get it up here. This is again when they were trying to make it happier. Yeah. It's again when they tried to make it happier. There was one trailer where you see that bank blow up. Let me see if I can just... I know it was there. I'll try one more because I know it was there. That bank blows the fuck up. This is where they had already changed it for the better. There we go. See this? Watch this. Let's see this. This is a lit trailer, by the way. There you go. There you go. You see that? That was the bank in the Snyder Cut. That was the bank in the Snyder Cut. The bank blows up. This was before the reshoots that Josh Whedon got to do. This was a Josh Whedon trailer, but it was before he could do the reshoots where she saves the bank, right? So this was early on when he was just hired. So in that cut, Wonder Woman couldn't even save those kids. The bank blew up. I actually think that's better, personally. You know, if you want me to be absolutely honest about it, I do like the fact that the bank blew up and that she couldn't save them. But if then she gets beaten up by Superman, and she, you know, she's not one of the leaders, she's being treated like, you know, a secondary character to Batman, and it's not really her, like, and Batman running shit, then I can see that Gal Gadot ain't gonna really like the Snyder Cut too much. So again, I don't think Henry Cavill or Gal Gadot are going to be interested in doing reshoots unless it's for a lot of money, given how high profile they are now. So then there's that. And as for the rest of the cast and the reshoots, I think that, you know, there's probably, you know, I know Aquabro will definitely be down for doing it, and Cyborg would be down for doing it. Flash would probably be down for doing it. Ezra Miller will probably be down for doing it. I think the only reason that you will find that that the Gal Gadot might be interested, or Henry Cavill might be interested, is just because maybe the Snyder cult might bully them into it. That's the only thing I can think of why they would do it. Or perhaps there really isn't reshoots and there really isn't call for Henry Cavill to reprise his role, and Zack Snyder hasn't asked him. But I just don't think he'll do it. And the interesting thing here is he's talking about it like he isn't even going to be Superman again. So we're going to watch out for this. This is a very interesting update indeed. So on to the second thing that I wanted to do, and I've been meaning to do this for quite a while, is to react with you guys to the new WandaVision trailer. Not a show, I have to admit, it's not a show I'm particularly excited about. I'm a DC boy. I do like some Marvel characters. I quite like the Hulk, but they fucked him up. And I love the X-Men. Those are my two characters in Marvel that I'd be interested in their movies and everything. But they fucked up the X-Men movies for me as well, because they made it about Wolverine rather than the X-Men. But we'll see what the MCU does with the X-Men now they have them. I doubt it's going to be that good, because I just don't think the seriousness of the themes of the X-Men really matches the tone of the MCU movies. I just think they're like chewing a really, 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 really sweet chewing gum. And some people find that nice. I just find it a bit weird, and it's like it's rotting my teeth watching MCU movies. It's rotting my brain. Even though I enjoy them, I feel like it's just not good filmmaking. Personally, there are a few outstanding ones, but in general, I just don't have a big affinity for the MCU. So the WandaVision, I want to react to it, but it's not something that I'm like super excited about. But let's see what they've done, okay? Because people have been talking about this trailer a lot. So let's see. Ready to roll? Yeah, we're ready to roll. All right, here we go. I'm going to react to this quickly, and then we're going to cut off this stream.
It's twilight time.
Wanda and Vision, aren't we a five-path?
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
I like the actress.
Oh, this is
really
gonna be a
actress.
gas.
Where did you two move from? How long have you been married? And why don't you have children yet? Our story.
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from...
Moved from where? Married when? Damn it, why?
Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Deep in the dark, darkest building,
Is this really happening?
like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me.
You did?
No. Why would you think that?
Because you are.
Each day I pray for evening just to be.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
All right, I'm officially excited. That looked live. That looked actually pretty fucking good. I really like the actors. I think they're wasted on those characters, though. I think Wanda is a little bit better than Vision is, but the actor who plays Vision is an absolute... I mean, he's just a great, great fucking actor. And what a waste to have him play such a lame character as Vision. And, Wanda... I mean, he gets work out of it, being part of the MCU. It's such a big billion-dollar franchise that he gets work out of it, but he should be one of the top-tier villains in Marvel, or the top-tier characters in Marvel. I don't know why, if when they were interested in him, he should have just said, look, do you want, I'm fucking, this guy, what's his name again? because he's such a good actor. I've seen him in quite a few things. Paul Bettany, he played the Unabomber in this Manhunter series. Fucking, if you've ever seen that, or if you haven't seen that, watch it. Paul Bettany is a revelation in that TV show about the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski. Fantastic in that, and for them to have done, made him Vision and done nothing with him. He needed to be one of the top tier villains. If he was going to be in anything, I hope he does a DC movie and he's one of the top tier Batman or one of the other character villains, because he deserves that. Paul Bettany is fucking an amazing actor, absolutely amazing. And then there's, of course, the girl who plays Wanda, who is Elizabeth Olsen, who's also a fantastic actress. I got turned on to her in the Oscar-nominated performance that she did in Marcy Mary something. It was basically where she was part of a cult and had run away from the cult and was living with her sister and her brother-in-law, and it's just a fantastic movie, and she's fantastic in it. I haven't seen her in a lot else, but she is just a really good actress, and I like her. I liked her, finally I liked her in the MCU when in the last scenes of Endgame, where she was giving Thanos a run for his money. So that was what I liked of Wanda. And that show does look pretty interesting. Because Vision's dead, and so it kind of makes sense. Maybe Wanda went crazy and sent them into some dream reality. So yeah, I think that does look like a really interesting show. I like the aesthetic. For once, it looks like, if they're doing a TV show and it looks better than their fucking movies, which is weird. Like, this TV show looks better than their movies. Cinematically, in terms of the cinematography. So it's very, very bizarre. And I like the angle. I like all the actors in it. The comedy actress that is in it looks really good. And it just looks like a cool, interesting premise to run with. And they've got I like the fact that they've got the chick, from that 70s show, who was in a bunch of, she's always playing the mother, and, the busybody and all these sitcoms. She was also in Friends as Phoebe's brother's older teacher wife. So yeah, it's just I think it's it looks like a really interesting concept. I don't know if I'm actually gonna watch it. I might watch a couple of episodes, and it will have to really, really hook me in for me to stay with it, because, as I said, it's just not two characters I'm completely interested in. I hate what Marvel's done with them. I don't like them so much. So I don't know if I'm going to be watching any of the TV shows of Marvel apart from What If. That's the only one, because I used to read What If comics when I was younger. I had loads and loads of What If comics, which is sad because I had a lot of them, and they're probably going to do some of them now. And those What If comics are probably going to be worth more money now. And my mother threw away my comic collection. Thank you, Mum. Anyway, yeah, so that's me. Thanks for listening. Please, if you're feeling generous, give me a high five. And I want to thank you in advance. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Let me know what you think of in the comments of this content, and what you think of what's happening with Henry Cavill. Do you think Gal Gadot's going to come back? As I said, I don't think she's probably too pleased. You can read between the lines in body language and stuff like that, and I don't think Gal Gadot was too pleased with what was happening with her in the Justice League film. in Zack Snyder's version, and I don't think she was too happy with what happened to her in the Joss Whedon version. And I think most of what happened to her in the Joss Whedon version, I think that's the one thing that was probably consistent, was what Wonder Woman had to do in those two movies. Apart from Joss Whedon had her save the bank and made her a little bit more of a leader. You know, it was still Batman running shit, you know, even though this Batman hadn't proved himself, but Wonder Woman had proved herself as being commercially successful. It was Batman running shit in Justice League. And then when Superman came in, it was Superman and Batman running shit, you know. She was just there with, you know, like as a kind of, you know, yeah, I'm the third leader, but I'm not really. So I don't think she liked probably what happened. So if you do come in for reshoots, Gal Gadot, make sure they put you in proper. You are the leader of the Justice League with Batman and Superman. That's always how it should have been. And I don't like when cartoons don't do that properly, or any of the rest of them. It's Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. They should all three be proper leaders, because all three of them bring different aspects of leadership to the group. And yeah, I think that's me. I have nothing else really to say. But thanks a lot for watching. Give me a high five. Smash that like button. It's really appreciated from me to you. And I'm outie. Thanks, man. Oh, comment. I love the comments, and I always answer. Bye.